Every year, as autumn leaves fall and shadows lengthen, we carve smiling faces into pumpkins, illuminating our doorways with the friendly glow of the jack-o'-lantern. But what if I told you that beneath that warm, festive facade lies a chilling tale of deceit, damnation, and a soul trapped in eternal darkness? A true horror story far older and more terrifying than any costume. Our journey begins in ancient Ireland, in a time when the veil between worlds felt thin, and the devil himself was said to walk among men. Here lived a man named Jack, known throughout the land not for his kindness or generosity, but for his cunning and his insatiable greed. They called him Stingy Jack. He was a drunkard, a trickster, and a notorious liar, whose only loyalty was to his own fleeting desires. One fateful night, as Jack stumbled home from the tavern, he encountered a figure lurking in the shadows, a figure whose eyes glowed with an unsettling crimson light. It was the devil. The devil had come for Jack's soul, believing his wicked deeds had finally earned him a place in the inferno. But Jack, ever the deceiver, wasn't ready to go quietly. "One last drink," Jack slurred, "a final toast to a life well lived, on your dime." The devil, amused by Jack's audacity, agreed. But when it came time to pay the tab, Jack convinced the devil to transform himself into a silver coin, just for a moment, to settle the bill. The devil, confident in his power, obliged. But as soon as he transformed, Jack snatched the coin, refusing to spend it. Instead, he slipped it into his pocket, right beside a silver crucifix he always carried. The devil was trapped, incapable of changing back in the presence of the holy symbol. Jack, reveling in his triumph, eventually offered the devil a deal: his freedom, in exchange for 10 years of peace. 10 years where the devil would not bother him for his soul. The devil, humiliated but desperate, had no choice but to agree. For a decade, Jack lived as he pleased, confident he had outsmarted the Prince of Darkness. But time, as it always does, marched relentlessly forward. 10 years to the day, Jack found himself strolling through an apple orchard, when suddenly, the air grew cold. A familiar, sulfurous scent filled his nostrils. There, beneath a gnarled apple tree, stood the devil, his eyes burning with vengeful anticipation. "Your time is up, Jack," he hissed. "Your soul is mine." Jack, calm as ever, knew he had one last trick up his sleeve. "Wait," he said. "Before I go, could you grab me one last apple from that highest branch? A final taste of earthly delight?" The devil, eager to claim his prize, saw no harm in this final request. He leapt into the apple tree. As soon as the devil was among the branches, Jack swiftly carved a cross into the tree's bark, trapping the devil once more. Enraged, the devil roared, but he was powerless. Jack then made another demand. Not only would the devil never claim his soul, but he would also promise to never let Jack into hell. Trapped and defeated, the devil had no choice but to agree. Jack had won, or so he thought. When Jack finally died, years later, his wicked life meant he was refused entry into heaven. He turned to the gates of hell, but the devil, true to his word, turned him away. "You tricked me twice, Jack," the devil sneered. "Now you belong to neither world." He tossed Jack a single burning ember from the fires of hell, telling him to light his way through the eternal darkness. With no place to go, Jack carved out a turnip, the traditional root vegetable used in Ireland, and placed the glowing ember inside. And so, Stingy Jack, the man who outsmarted the devil, was condemned to wander the earth forever, his turnip lantern his only guide, his soul forever lost between worlds. He became known as Jack of the Lantern, or Jack-o'-lantern. Every Halloween, as we place our pumpkins with their glowing faces, we're not just celebrating a festive tradition. We're unknowingly commemorating the eternal torment of a cunning, greedy soul. A soul forever wandering, carrying the very fires of hell as its only companion. It begs the question, is it truly a victory to outsmart the devil if it means losing your soul entirely? What are your thoughts on Stingy Jack's cursed fate? Do you believe his punishment was just or too severe? Share your chilling insights in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy tales from the darker side of history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more.